So Seth, we know how critical vaccines are to keep our dogs healthy for all things they get exposed to out there in the world. One of the questions we got about a specific vaccine is the rattlesnake vaccine. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a great question, and it's a question that I receive a lot. And I'm a Western hunter like you are, and I definitely live in rattlesnake country. And when I practiced in the heart of it, we gave a lot of the rattlesnake vaccine. The problem with the answer I'd give is that it's my own, and then that's the same for most veterinarians. Everything is anecdotal, so it's based on how we perceive the vaccine working in our patients. The problem with that is it's not really based in sound research, so we don't have a lot to fall back on as any proof that it works that well. In my case, I felt like the vaccine actually reduced the severity of each bite, but I've also talked to other veterinarians around the country, also in rattlesnake territory, and their experience has been much different. So it's hard to know exactly what to do.
Is it a big risk? Are there other things that our dog owners can do if they say they feel that the vaccine isn't going to be effective for their particular dog? Are there other things we could recommend for them?
Sure, I think avoidance is a good idea, and that can be done through snake avoidance training, which doesn't really account for those situations in which there's a bite where the dog wasn't aware the snake was there, so keep that in mind if that's a route you want to go. But certainly if you have one of those hard-charging dogs that likes to go in after something before they figure out what it is, it could be a really great way to save their life in some instances. Beyond that, I feel like I have the luxury where I live to just avoid snake country until the snakes have dinned up for the year. So that's, of course, the safest avenue.
You know, there are a whole host of vaccines out there, right? When, for those new puppy owners, we go in for, the boosters after boosters and all of that. Are there good resources that you like to either refer clients to, or, how do you go about deciding who gets what vaccine?
Yeah, that's great. I think the AHA website is a fantastic resource, and the answer will be specific to where you live in the country, and then also the risk that your dog has to be exposed to certain pathogens that we want to try to vaccinate against. So it's not something I feel confident giving a blanket answer for everyone, but it's a great conversation to have. But the AHA website can certainly provide a good starting point for that.
Yeah, and again, going back to that good relationship with your veterinarian and understanding what your activities are as a dog owner, and making sure that we have the vaccines that are appropriate for the risk involved in whatever activity they're doing.
Absolutely.